Okay, you guys know it's only gonna be a matter of time before you get every angle of my basement in these reviews. Hey, it's TVB. I'm here to review the new film Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, which is based on a novel. It's directed by Tim Burton. It stars this boy named Jake. He lives in Florida, and his grandfather would always tell him stories when he was little about this home ran by this lady named Miss Peregrine, who can shapeshift into a bird and gathers a bunch of children with superpowers, and that she keeps safe here from monsters and such. And it turns out that school's real, so after his grandfather kicks the bucket, so to speak, he goes to Wales and he finds this home, and Jake becomes very wrapped up in what's going on over here. Okay, I'm sure I wasn't the only one who thought this, but this movie, it looked like Harry Potter meets X-Men. And that is what raised my expectations for it quite nicely. I'm just really happy that the fantasy genre, they're still attempting to do well in it, if you guys get what I mean, because fantasy's been on a sad downturn lately. Because what was the last big fantasy film we've had since The Hobbit? Warcraft. I didn't hate it. Frick, what else? Yeah, nothing else comes off the top of my head. But yeah, this movie is the visual effects, you just expect stuff like this out of Tim Burton. The visuals are all very well done. So is the production design. I love the score, too. And Eva Green plays Miss Peregrine. And I like Eva Green. She's a good, pretty actress. And I thought she talks very fast, but she's very to the point. She captures that sort of, persona of that whole, rough and tough, but yet really sweet and tender lady role very well. And the kids with all these different superpowers, I really like them too. But the ones that were, again, this one girl, she's really strong, lifts a lot of stuff. These two twins are really strong too. This girl, when she touches stuff, it burns into pieces. And this invisible guy, and all these different kids. I really liked. It's teach me more. A lot of the characters, I will say, got a lot less focus than they should have. I feel like this movie focuses way too much on Jake, when I really wanted to know more about the other characters. And Jake, the performance wasn't that bad. It's just, he needed more layers. If you're gonna have this main character who's a normal dude, you need to give him more interesting backstory and give him more personality. As opposed to just him, mumbling around, just doing whatever he's told to. That sort of character. And Samuel L. Jackson is in this movie too as the bad guy. I thought it was kind of funny because it's Samuel L. Jackson as the bad guy. I know that's gonna put a smile on your face. Come on. I will say though, while the visual effects are very well done, there are parts of this movie where it grinds and it speeds up again. That can be very hit or miss. A lot of movies. This movie the ending, the final fight scene, I was this is cool. But then it gets confusing and it becomes hard to follow. And I left the theater just what note did that movie end on? I was just asking myself that. Despite the fact that this movie is titled Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, it should have focused more on the home for peculiar children, because there's a lot more stuff where he's outside of this whole time loop where you enter, if you have a peculiarity, you enter and you're in this other sort of part of time. Excuse me. I feel like he should have spent more time there as opposed to just the normal world. This film does work better on a visual and a popcorn-ish scale than a narrative and development scale. I will say though, I had a lot of fun watching Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. It's an interesting film with some neat characters and again, Tim Burton, the guy's a legend. I like the guy and he did well with this film and I had a good time. So therefore, I'm gonna give Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children a 7 out of 10 stars. It's a likable film. Okay, what is your favorite Tim Burton film? I haven't seen that many films from the guy, but, what do you guys think? Or what's your least favorite film from Tim Burton? Let me know in the comments down below and give this video a rating where you feel it deserves. Like my Facebook page and this vid. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you later.